People who survived a school shooting? What happened? Beth in the front row whispered, "My sister's class is in lockdown. She just texted me." But Ms. Gilman snapped her fingers at her, confiscated her phone, and said, "That's an automatic 0, Beth. You know the rules." I stood up, my metal chair scraping against the floor, and said, "We need to leave, now." But she moved between me and the door, her hands on her hips in that power stance she always did, saying, "Sit down, Tyler, or you'll be joining Beth with a 0. The pops were definitely getting closer, and I could hear something else now, running footsteps in the hallway above us. Kaylee started crying, mascara running down her face as she begged, "Please, Ms. Gilman, please, can we just hide?" But Ms. Gilman walked over to the door and did the worst thing possible. She locked it from the inside, trapping us in, saying, "Nobody is disrupting my test." That's when we heard actual humans screaming from somewhere in the building, and half the class jumped up. But Ms. Gilman stood firm against the door, her face red as she shouted, "The first person who moves fails this class." And I couldn't believe this was happening, that she was more worried about test integrity than our lives. Peter grabbed my arm, whispering, "The windows, we can get out the windows." But they were those safety windows that only opened 6 inches, and we were on the second floor anyway, and Ms. Gilman saw us looking and actually moved her desk chair to block the window area, saying, "Don't even think about it." The footsteps were on our floor now, heavy boots, not sneakers, and they were methodical, stopping at each door, trying handles, and my heart was pounding so hard, I thought I might throw up right there on my test paper. "Please," I tried one more time, my voice cracking. "My dad was in the military. Those are gunshots. We need to follow lockdown protocol." But she laughed again, that same dismissive sound, and said, "Your dad should have taught you to respect authority then." When we heard the door handle rattle 2 classrooms down, I made the choice that probably saved 28 lives. I picked up my desk chair and threw it through the window, safety glass exploding everywhere, and screamed, "Everybody out now!" while kids stampeded past Ms. Gilman, who was shrieking about suspension and expulsion.